Hi, it's Axel from Evie, Leo, and Axel's Tiny House Adventures. Um, this is a very low budget and low key way to share something digital with you because I don't edit these things. This is just me, I've got 5 minutes before I'm going to settle down with my beer and cheers, by the way. Mm. Settle down with my beer and watch the latest Better Call Saul. But I thought I'm going to share this scribble with you. So this is how we roll. Okay, let me come a bit closer. Oh, okay, right. So this is the Earthship. No, it's not the Earthship. I'm an idiot. This is the tiny house. Earthship will look very different, more rounded. So, this is gonna. I'm not sure how this is gonna work out, but there you go. Where do we start? Here. This is the living area. The front of it is gonna be kind of a big kind of full height glass door that you can imagine there's potentially decking or patio or something, easily removable, but quite cool. This is my existing sofa bed, which is a 2.5 seater, but two people can fit onto that mattress, quite comfy. And that will be my kind of bedroom, but this area here will be nice lighting area and our main kind of living space. And then on the side here, this is not going to work, is it? This is hilarious. How not to do a presentation. This is what the world's coming to. Over here you've got kind of a raised floor, and this is kind of a bar bench kind of area where you can use the chairs here to kind of move them over here to this convertible table. So what I've seen, which is quite cool, is kind of a table with storage, and then you can kind of get it down. And it's like a coffee table, and you can raise it up and it becomes a dining table, and you can raise it up even further and it becomes kind of like a standing desk. And these bar chairs are also adjustable at the bar here, so you can have a breakfast bar. Somebody can work there, or you can move them around here and use them as a desk or as a dining area. So it's a flexible working space. And over here, of course, you're going to have a massive TV, which is going to be a TV, a virtual window, and a virtual window, yeah, and a workstation really as a computer. And then this wall here, I want loads of plants, like a hydroponic system that's built into the wall. Opposite this is going to be over here is going to be a big kind of almost a full height window, and I'm imagining across it, across here it's going to skylight, so it's going to be nice and airy and filled with light. And then you've got the kitchen in the middle. There, that's the kitchen. That's also the main door. You've got loads of storage in there, hidden in the steps, and in this space here is going to be utilities and storage. You've got a kind of a sliding door just to separate the space, because this is going to be my bedroom, or adult space, let's say, and this area is going to be where the kids going to be in their kind of dominion. There's going to be the bathroom with a composting toilet and a nice shower, and again a full height kind of window and a skylight, so it's going to be nice, light and airy. And then you've got the coup de grace, or whatever it's called, is this area here. So this, imagine there's a gamer hotel where you've got pots. So this is the whole kind of pot hotel kind of thing, but we're going to build it out of wood, really low key and simple, where you've got basically a bunk bed, but we've got a nice space in between, like a sandwich, so that the person in the top bunk and the person in the bottom bunk kind of insulated from each other. They've got their own storage. It's their own little world, like you would imagine on a submarine or on a space station. And you've got a TV on this end here. You've got a window here, so you've got loads of air and escape route, and also ventilation. But it is your space. And then you've got a box at the end, which I'm intending to use for our fresh water tank. So that's it. Whether it's going to fit into 6 meters by 2.5 meters, I don't know. It's a little bit to scale, but not the interior, so I might just cram a sofa in. But this is what it's based on. Now, I have to say, the guys who created this are amazing, and they've since I'm going to link the device video to the inspiration. in the description. It's called Casita, and the guys have changed their kind of concept of building these to more of a social enterprise. I understand. I'm not really sure, but they've gone away from this, and I want to reach out to them and say, can I please, please don't be mad if I borrow your idea. It's the style and the rough layout is similar. It's not going to be an exact copy, obviously. That mine is going to be on a trailer and movable. This is kind of fixed, but anyway, there you go. This is what the original kind of inspiration is, and you've got this kind of interior styles. You've got loads of light, loads of space, loads of really nice quality minimalist with automation. Obviously is going to be lighting automation. You've got Alexa and all of that good stuff. Imagine that. I mean, I can't have erased anything, but imagine the sofa in the corner there, and then opposite, over there, opposite, you've got a wall with a big TV and the hydroponics. So that's my attempt at drawing the side. This is kind of the side that would turn into the weather, or whatever the right way of wording it is. The north facing side, and then you've got the south facing side, if you like, which is going to be privacy glass, but it's going to be like a full height, hopefully going to look really cool. And then the top is going to be full of solar panels, glass panels if I can afford it, aircon. And yeah, the idea is to use all of this space to capture rainwater and then gravity feed it into the water tank, and then have a nice big supply of fresh water. And that's kind of as far as I've gotten. So the next step is, in order to make this happen, I need some quotes. So I'm going to take this and hopefully it's going to be enough to reach out to people who do these things. So I've found quite a few. Again, I can share links. So I'm going to reach out to them, send them this, and say, "Hey, it's Axel. I want to, wonder whether you can give me a price for this." And they're probably going to take one look and go, "We'll see." I have a budget in mind. It's going to be quite small, but I can't really do the basic work. I mean, I've been in a boats building guild. I've done roofs. I've done electrical stuff. I've done a bit of plumbing. I've done loads of things. I've built a brick wall once and a barbecue. Thank you, Hamad Schuder Spiekerog. But I'm not a builder, and I'm not a chippy, and I don't really know what I'm doing. So as you can see by those plans, so I need a professional, and I need the professional to take what I've kind of jotted down and turn it into something that they can actually work off, and then build the superstructure and the basic insulation and everything else and cabling, and then I can kind of take over. And if we keep it as low voltage as possible, then we only use the 220 volts, 240. I don't even know what voltage we have. This is so sad. And you only need the inverter for that. But researching costs for everything from composting toilets to low voltage appliances and solar panel systems. So I want to put a 800 kilowatt, if not more, as much as I can in there, and some lead acid, probably batteries, sadly, because they're the most cost effective way to do it. I was also looking at reusing old Leaf or Renault batteries, but I'm not an electrician. I have no idea what I'm doing, and the DIY solar systems seem to be fairly accessible even for somebody like me who mainly dabbles with software and computer hardware. So the tricky bits will be I want underfloor heating, because that's the most kind of energy efficient way to heat a home. I think I've seen all of the other bits. They either have a wood stove, which I don't agree with, and it's about capturing carbon, not releasing more, and it's also a massive fire risk, and it's very heavy and everything else. So instead of doing the old-fashioned approach, I want underfloor heating, probably a liquid that gets heated up. And the great thing that I learned about underfloor heating is, you put initially energy in to heat the floor up to, I don't know, 18 degrees or whatever you feel comfortable with, and then it takes very, very little energy to keep it at that temperature. So that's intrigued me, because that means you can, for very, very little power, have a constantly comfortable, warm room, and then you can boost it a little bit if you need to. But whether that works with a low voltage, ultra low voltage system and a voltaic system, I don't know. But that's the idea. And then have a big freshwater tank, and the composting toilet. I would like at least the urine bit to go into a collective kind of grey water tank. So all of the wastewater from the kitchen, the shower, the sinks, the dishwasher, washing machine. I already had that. And the urine from the toilet go into a wastewater tank, so that gets mixed up, and you have that at the low center of gravity together with the batteries, not too close, under the trailer, and then you have a pipe, a hose pipe or something that you can use to discard the grey water. But because it's not black water, it's grey water, you can pretty much discard it into wherever. Again, I need to look up more kind of legal aspects of this, but essentially where we're going to be, it doesn't matter, because grey water, it just soaks away, and it's okay. And the solid waste we want to use as fertilizer for the farm. So it's a lot. It's valuable output. So yeah, it's all exciting stuff. The other thing that I found quite innovative, and I've seen very, very few places, is a proper hydroponics wall. So the wall in the living room together with the kitchen, as much as I can, I want to use space I have, not just for storage but also for food production. So it's about reducing the amount of stuff we have, and having maybe a multi-core computer that runs the house and also serves up virtual desktops for the kids and for me, so we don't really need powerful laptops or anything, and have Wi-Fi obviously, and 5G network access, and then have the home control systems that run the hydroponics and energy systems on that, from alerting, using the Raspberry Pi to alerting you that the wastewater tank is full, the levels and quality of the water that you captured, and the battery charge, and hydroponics automation. So the idea is you have a really simple system. If you imagine the wall is obviously not hollow, it's not solid either, so you can have a sandwich bit where you can recess the big TV so it looks flush and it looks like a window, or like wallpaper, and then you have loads of kind of pots on the walls that get fed with a kind of what's it called, ebb and flow, kind of a hydroponic system where the nutrient water solution kind of constantly but very slowly runs and waters and nourishes the roots. So the idea is you don't really need to mess about with the mechanics behind it, because it's just water piping. And yes, there might be a little bit of this and that in maintenance when the roots clog something up, but the idea is you have a pot with your growth medium like clay or some foam, cotton wool or whatever it's called, not cotton wool, but wool type thing. God, rock wool, I think it was. So you can grow your lettuce and your tomatoes and whatever, and the rest of the stuff, the idea is to obviously grow it on the farm. But the dual purpose of having that hydroponics wall is it cleans the air, it produces oxygen, it also looks amazing, especially when you add some LED lighting. That's going to be rad. So yeah, we've got some ideas for that stuff. We want to keep it quite low budget and very minimalist, but I think the contrast will be the lovely green plants that we grow, and there's going to be a working thing, so there's nothing going to be around that's kind of superfluous. There's going to be some lovely pictures on the walls but it's going to be quite minimalist and clean and tidy, hopefully, and digital, but in a way that is very low voltage and low tech, Raspberry Pis and even a mini ITX kind of multi-core processor like a Ryzen or something. There's a lot we can do without going overboard. It's not going to cost the world. So yeah, that's the idea. Let me know, let the kids and me know what you think. I'd love to hear your critical feedback. If you didn't like it, thumbs down. If you liked it, thumbs up, please. And yeah, do subscribe, because I'm going to be doing more of these and let you know how we're getting on. And yeah, I'm not, just a final word, I'm not on social media anymore. So YouTube is kind of the only social media I have. I'm going to have the Tiny House website and our personal website. You will probably find me more on the new kind of discourse forum that I'm setting up for Be Braver, because Be Braver, even though it's a digital kind of services and consultancy collective, I want to turn that more into a digital, sustainable, social enterprisey type thing. So have a look at that. I'm going to leave the link in the description as well. So anyway, stay safe, wash your hands, and be kind to one another.